Hello everybody, Phenomenal Sir here, back with another episode of The First 15, the series where I play the first 15 minutes of new or underexposed indie games, and then share my thoughts and feelings about them. Today, we have up HIVE by J.T. Griffith. HIVE is a final year university project focused on utilization of software technology, procedural generation, and adaptive difficulty. HIVE is a sci-fi, top-down, roguelike shooter. Play as an escaping lab test subject trying to find a way out. However, other test subjects controlled by an artificial intelligence have been unleashed, standing in the way of freedom. Battle through these threats with powerful weapons and newly acquired psychic powers. The technology being utilized in the game is procedural generation and AI. Game was published 16 minutes ago and shows the status of prototype. So, we have 15 minutes on the clock, and our time with HIVE starts now. Choose an active ability. I don't... Okay, no, wait, controls. Controller compatibility, perhaps? It's a little difficult to tell which one I'm looking at. I guess the dark one is the one I'm... So if you're using the controller, it is a little difficult to see what I'm, like, picking. Freeze Blast. When hit, the enemy takes damage. Electric Dash move. Tremor dealing damage, pushing away enemies. Make an enemy... Choose a passive ability. Raises the temperature of the room, resulting in all enemies in the room. I think you cut a line off there. Decreasing temperature. Hit all enemies, take damage. Raises a shield of rocks, stopping enemy attacks. Spawn a decoy. I'm going to go with that one. Earth Barrier. Oh my god. I don't know what I expected. Oh, there's I have limited ammo. Okay, I need to stop. I did not expect this. Oh, okay. How do I take things? Shell ammo? Okay. How do I switch weapons? Tell me the controls. Hang on. This might actually be the rare game where I want to play with a mouse instead. Makes it a little easier to aim, maybe? So right click does my little magic-y. I don't know what the controls are. So, I don't know. Oh, okay, so Q changes weapons. That was just pure luck, because I was not... Okay, maybe a plasma blaster. So Y changes, A picks it up. Okay. A uses this. Okay. So you do have a pause menu though, or a pause screen though, so I will give you that. Lab room. Well, how many do I have? I don't like that. I don't want to do that. So grayed out means I've been there. Woo! Okay. Oh, so the plasma blaster is weaker, but it comes back. Okay. I like that. Now, how do I use my mech? What did I just do? Okay. So I'm seeing a couple of issues here. The primary one being, I don't know what the controls actually are. So I can't get that. There's no way, right? Like, I've killed everything here, and that sounds really similar to the shooting sound from Metroid 2, The Return of Samus. Hang on. What? So I just whap them? Get out of here. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, hang on. I see another issue. So I can see the weapon over here, Dev, from the room next door. So now I can't remember how I was doing the little mind control thing. How was I doing that? What is this? Is that the... Zone 0 completed. Subject 12, Rage added. Subject 10, Fuse added. It appears to have taken some stuff away from me. What was that? There's some weirdness going on here that I can't quite wrap my mind around. But I know that I'm going to kill that guy. Oh, it's short range too. I like the music. I don't know if this is something that the developer made, or if it's just like free to use music or what, but I like it. Got it down to -1 somehow. How did I do that? No! Ah, oh, damn it. Subject Alpha. Oh, Lord. Oh, so I beat it. I want to go to help because I need help. Okay, so you got all this stuff here. Okay. Controls. Weapon switch, Q or Y, weapon shoot. Active ability is left trigger. Passive ability is left stick. Okay. There are 5 weapon types. Okay. This looks crooked. Doesn't look like the dialogue is quite level. I think it's just, it's got to be my computer, right? Like, abilities. Oh, at the end of the level, current abilities equipped cannot be used for the rest of the run. Okay, I did notice that. Rooms. Okay. General. Okay. See, like there's like a CRT effect or something on the screen where it's curving it out a little bit. It's kind of throwing me off. Okay, well, so that wasn't bad. It's over now, which is unfortunate because the whole reason we call it the first 15 is because I only want to play the first 15 minutes of the game, and then, you know, leave the rest to the imagination of the player so they'll download it and play it. But I'm going to quit this because the music is going to distract me. This wasn't bad. It was not as developed as I thought it was going to be, which I had no reason to think that other than it being a final year project. And the picture has kind of like a first-person shootery look to it. So for some reason I felt like the graphics would be more developed. They didn't do it poor. I mean, they didn't do a disservice to the game. The game does show status of prototype, so I'm not gonna ding you on the way the game looked. I will say that even as I kind of knew what was going on, like I knew, okay, these are the controls, it was a little unintuitive, and I can't really say why, because I've played a lot of games over the years, and generally I can just pick up a game and I can just kind of like, and I, hit all the buttons once and I can figure out what they do. But for some reason, I just could not get it straight in my head what the controls did. And I don't know if that's because it's late or if it's because the game was just not intuitive or what, but it wasn't doing it for me. And to that end, developer, I would say if you're going to keep working on this, which I hope you will because it's cool, I see some cool potential there, that hasn't really been fully utilized yet. But if you're going to continue doing that, I would say, as I always do, consider in your pause screen having the controls there. Either have them show up right on the screen when I hit pause, have them show up off to the right, or have an option where I can click controls and it shows me that page that tells me what all the controls are, because that was causing me a little bit of confusion early on. I was having a little bit of trouble remembering what it was, and for me to be able to pause it and look at it and see it a couple more times would have been nice. As I was saying, I hope that you're going to continue to work on this, developer, because I saw where you've got a little in-game store. You've got some cool little things. You've got explosive weapons, things like that. Obviously, the game is procedurally generated and the difficulty is adaptive, which is really cool. But I didn't get to experience everything, and the game's only 3 levels long. I would think that if you were to, I don't want to say really overhaul the graphics, but if you were to just fine tune some stuff and address some issues like the one that I saw where you can see weapons and I could see that baton in the adjoining room through the wall, and definitely take a look at I guess like the grammar and stuff, because there were a few, and I always say that, and I don't know if this is a game where you were just rushed, or if English is not a primary language for you, or what. It didn't break the game in any way, but there were a couple of things that I noticed where there were words that were kind of missing. There's something there wasn't quite firing right for me, and I noticed it. So I would say, as I always say, if you're going to develop a game in English and it's not your original language, then props to you, because all I know is English. So anybody that can develop a game in a secondary language is already awesome. But I would say have someone that is a primary English speaker or that is more adept with it. Just give your game a once over and say, oh, you need to fix this, you need to fix this, you need to fix this. There was one description for the fire passive ability, I think, that I was like, wait, what? Like, it didn't really, I don't know if it got cut off or if it just wasn't explaining it the way you thought it was explaining it, but I didn't really understand what that ability did. But anyway, I'm getting off track. The point being, if you were to expand this, make it longer, touch it up a little bit, maybe tweak the sound a bit, because there were some sounds that were kind of too quiet and some that were a little too kind of like loud and annoying. I think that if you were to go through this and just give it a nice polishing from head to toe, I think you'd have something that you could sell for a couple of bucks pretty reliably on here. I didn't hate the game. I didn't feel like my time was wasted or anything like that. It being a prototype and it being a game that I beat in 8 minutes, I can't really call it a phenomenal game. It's obviously not, you might be done with it, but I don't consider it a finished project. So for that, I would say it's definitely a game with potential. In terms of execution, this is one that I would really like to be able to do half stars, because I'm kind of feeling like 3.5 stars, but I'll say 4. There were definitely some misfires there, but none of them kept me from playing and enjoying the game. It just made it harder for me to play and enjoy the game, especially not being able to see the controls in game when I'm playing, to be able to like double check them. That was probably the biggest thing, and you're not alone in that, developer. A lot of people forget to do that or choose not to do it, and I generally call them out on it. But overall, I mean, the controller worked, the mouse and keyboard seemed to work. It was just, like I said, keeping track of what buttons did what was a little unintuitive for me, but that might be my fault. So, yeah, I'm going to give this, I'm going to add this to my games with potential list. I'm going to give JT Griffith a follow on the off chance that this gets updated more and maybe I get to play it in the future. And 4 stars. So, yeah. Thank you everybody out there, as always, for watching. Be sure to check out this game for yourself. I will have a link to it in the description down below. And be sure to check out all of my other First 15 videos here on my YouTube. This is video number 83. If I'm not mistaken, which means there are 82 other indie games out there that I've played, and a lot of them are really good, and you should support the developers, because indie developers need support. I can tell you firsthand, it sucks not having support, not having feedback. Even if you hate the game, tell us so we know what to fix. And, while you're there, if there's a game that you'd like for me to play, if you have a friend that makes games and you'd like for me to give it a look, or if there's something that you've made that you'd like for me to check out, just drop a comment in any of my videos. I'll see it, and I'll see what I can do. So, thank you, everybody, one last time for watching. And until next time, stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all. Later.